From the Tennessee Valley Weather Channel, this is your afternoon update.
Hey folks, good afternoon. Another fantastic day. As expected, right? I was mentioning this yesterday, that today and yesterday are very similar days. We're in the 60s here in Lawrenceburg still with dew points in the 40s. We're going to climb back up to the upper 70s here as we head over the next several hours. And it's a little less windy. So unlike yesterday where we had those gusty winds 15 to 20 miles an hour, it's a little better picnic weather, right? I think that's really the best way to put it here as we head through the rest of today. Hopping across the state line, it's the same story, right? Temperatures in the 60s, dew points in the 40s. Still a little gusty, right? But all in all, we're doing just fine. Clear as can be, not a cloud in sight here across the area. And that's kind of the story for the next couple of days, too. Taking a look at the futurecast, you can kind of see what I'm talking about there. So there are those upper 70s, maybe near 80 returning as we head through this afternoon. I will say we cool back down tonight, probably back down to the lower 50s, upper 40s, especially in southern middle Tennessee. We saw some 48s, 49s mixed into the batch across the area and even lower in northwestern Alabama. So we could see that again as we head through tonight and tomorrow morning. But then for our Monday, listen, no Monday blues in sight. We're doing great out here. Widespread 80s return, but we're talking 82, 83, that sort of range there. A few patchy clouds at worst, not a huge deal there. But as we head deeper and deeper into the work week, things start to change just a little bit. So this high pressure system, it's been doing us favors. That's not going to last too long, to be honest with you. I think this tropical system down here, which will soon to be named Francine, is going to start manifesting, lifting north and east as we head through the middle and end portions of the week. And notice its track, as of current indications, lifting up into the Tennessee Valley. So let's go ahead and break this down. Of course, we've been talking about the possibility of rainfall for the last few days, but we're starting to get a better sense of what this seems to be kind of unfolding as. And like I said, Francine is likely to develop here by Tuesday, and that lifts over the next few days to the northeast. Probably not going to be a major storm. We're not talking a Category 5 mayhem, nothing like that, right? But wind shear, looks to kind of limit that. I'm not thinking we're going to see Katrina 2.0, nothing like that. But I still do think local impacts are likely as we head through Thursday, maybe even starting Wednesday, right? I do think some cloud cover will start to filter in. We'll get wind out of the south there. Now, listen, I don't want to give you too many exact specifics because things can and will change. We're 5 days out. Forecast models are literally predicting the future. So take everything you see with at least 1 or 2 grains of salt, right? We're not going to say it's exactly going to happen like this, but still there are indications of a few things that we can say with some amount of certainty, and that is it's probably going to develop there right along the coast. And as we head through Tuesday or so, probably going to end up naming that system as Francine, right? So here are our spaghetti models. We call that because, well, look at it. Looks like spaghetti, right? I'm kind of hungry now just looking at it, but it lifts north and east, at least as of current indications of all these models. There's pretty good agreement as far as these are concerned. Usually at this time, you'd see a little bit more spread, but still, there's a little uncertainty. You see some going out here towards Georgia, some going out closer to Arkansas, but there's a general trend line here. That brings it up. The Mississippi Delta puts us on the right side of it. That's where a lot of the precipitation happens, right? We get some pretty intense, rainfall, maybe a few thunderstorms, windy conditions as we get those southerlies coming out the right side of it. So we've raised those rain chances here Thursday and into Friday. So it looks like kind of a quick hitter. Doesn't look like it's going to stick around 3, 4, 5 days or anything like that, but still could be some pretty decent rainfall there. Don't want to give you any specifics as to the possibility of severe or flooding right now because like I just said, we're 5 days out. We're not going to be able to give you those exact details, but it also does look like it will bring the temperatures back down to kind of what we've been seeing over the last couple of days. With all that rainfall, you're not going to get much warmer than 78, 79 degrees, something like that, to be honest with you. I think the hottest days of the next week or two are going to be as we head through tomorrow, through Tuesday, maybe through Wednesday as well, as we get back to the upper 80s. And maybe near 90, right? I think 90s will be semi-widespread, especially south there into northwestern Alabama, but I don't expect a lot of us to be particularly hot. Again, though, watching the Gulf Thursday and Friday, I've been talking about this, so let's keep an eye on that. But in the meantime, nice weather in store across the area.